Hello, everyone. Welcome to this uh, live session, YouTube Live. Okay. Actually, few days back, I was telling that I will be doing frequent live sessions to have discussion with my subscribers. Okay. As part of that plan, I'm just doing this. Okay. You can ask any questions. Okay, about mostly about emerging technologies, about YouTube channel or ebook thing. But the primary like the purpose of this live session is to understand more about my subscribers. Okay, so if there are any questions, I'll be answering that questions. If I'm not seeing any questions, means by that time I'll be just talking about emerging technologies in general. Okay, that is what my plan. As I planned previously, I would like to do it frequently. Okay, and if there are any audio issues, just let me know. Okay, so that I can fix them. If there are any noise or any kind of problem, just let me know. So first, I will just check whether it's live started or not. Okay, 1 second, I will be checking it. And I think if you have more questions, it will be more useful, right? So just ask me any questions through the chat window. Whatever questions you have, just ask me. As I said, it is about emerging technologies, but you can ask any questions. Actually, um, I can answer about my online learning experiences, especially doing freelance works and running this YouTube channel. Okay, let me check the audio. Okay, somewhat okay audio. So I will be just continuing this live. Uh, okay. By the meantime, just I'll be talking about emerging technologies. So I talked many times about the importance of doing business or putting our focus on emerging technologies. Okay, I explained with my personal experiences many times. Actually, I'm finding it easy to run my YouTube channel, while I found it difficult to run my software development business. Okay, so the basic thing is the difference between both of them are like. I was started my channel when that was in the emerging period. Okay, so it's like any kind of like, even if you take the market, we can easily enter into emerging markets. Like, it's a basic thing, right? So similarly, if you want to do any kind of business, it is very easy to start doing it with the product and services related to emerging technologies. Okay, that is how many corporates were built up. Okay, so if you go through the history of that companies, uh, okay, I agree that even many people are successful in doing traditional oversaturated markets. But we have to understand the difference. Okay, they will be having enough skills and experiences and support and financial background, or any kind of skills record for running the business successfully. Okay, so that kind of persons can do it in any field. But in case if you are planning to do it with a little experiences, with help, and with minimum budgets, it is always better to enter in the emerging technologies. Okay, that is what I understand by going through various articles and uh, other steps. Okay, so one question is augmented reality glasses. Okay, um, and okay, actually, I created, uploaded many videos related to virtual reality and augmented reality. You can find the playlist. Okay, but my personal opinion about that kind of stuff is they are not that much useful as of now. I won't say that they are not useful, but comparing to other like powerful or very um, potential technologies. Augmented reality, virtual reality kind of stuff, they are not that much effective. Okay, that metaverse, that kind of stuff, they are just hype. I can say like that. Okay, so it's a marketing stuff like that. Okay, but still, it is having some usage. Uh, it is having some usage. In case of virtual reality, we are seeing the virtual things with some kind of reality, right? So if you see the even if you see this video, normally it will be like two-dimensional, right? Um but if you use that virtual reality stuff, like using that glasses and other gadgets, it will be giving more immersive experiences. If you watch playing football, like you can feel like playing by yourself, and a lot of other gadgets also getting invented. Even we can hold some small bands on your hands, like that. Okay, in case of augmented reality, is like augmenting the reality. Virtual reality is like improving the immersive experience of virtual things, like films, other stuff, video gaming, other thing. Augmented reality, it's a real thing, but we can augment it. Say for example, if you are going to visit uh, like uh, um, any museum, other stuff, or even if you are seeing some images on a wall. Okay, they can provide some information through this kind of technologies, right? You can on the floor, you can see or get more details about it. Say for example, if you are seeing the dinosaur skeleton, you will be able to get the more details about it, maybe name, part, explanation, like that, by wearing the virtual reality kind of gadgets. Okay, and a lot of mixed reality stuffs are coming. Okay, but overall, I would say that they are not that much useful, but I'm seeing some kind of real life usage. Say for example, if you're going to buy furniture for your house by going through Amazon listings. Okay, in the future, with the help of this augmented reality stuff, you will be able to just check whether that furniture will be fit into your house. Okay, a lot of applications are there. Okay, but I don't know whether they are that much useful. Okay, um, but still, with the limited things, I can say that it is useful. But the marketing people or the companies that are pushing that kind of technologies with the name of brand name metaverse, like that, they are just trying to give overhype about it. uh, Okay, I agree that AR glasses are next step after cell phones, before Neuralink. Okay, but as I said, I think you are going through a lot of marketing materials, I think. So I agree that it is really useful. I don't say that that technology itself not having any benefits, but whatever that people are telling about AR right now is not that much useful comparing to a lot of other innovations. A lot of huge innovations are real potential game-changing technologies are coming, right? So by that comparison, I would say that initially I too focused on uploading a lot of uh, virtual reality related videos. If you go through the playlist of virtual reality, you can understand that. But after that, I realized the uh, uh, fact or current status. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I understand that they're your personal insight. Okay, I will make note of it, and maybe I will check it again. Maybe there may be a lot of new stuff. But based on my understanding previously, that DARPA from American military, right? So they were trying to project that kind of technology. Okay, uh, Tango phone, like something, but they are not that much successful, right? So that time everyone was talking about it, but uh, uh, like later on I think Google acquired the technology, but I don't know whether they're developing it further. Okay, but generally I would say that AI is having applications. As I said, whenever you purchase something, you can just check it before ordering it. Okay, you can try to fit it any furniture. If you are trying to buy furniture, even before buying the furniture, you can just try to uh, uh, check whether it is fitting correctly into your home, whether it will be entering through the doors, like that. Okay, so that is useful, right? So a lot of other and the information purpose that already many we are seeing it in many places. Even few weeks back I uploaded one video, like in a museum, like the aquarium, they are providing like more details about the fishes, other details, with the help of this technology. Okay, so it's there, but that limited level, not the uh, up to the level projected by the industrial companies. Okay, okay, that is what about augmented reality. Okay, if you have any questions, you can just ask me. Okay, so a lot of emerging technologies, very useful technologies, are coming. Okay, so it is always better to focus on that, and always we have to keep on eye with this kind of technologies also, because we can use them in some useful way if you are familiar with all the technologies. Okay, um, so your question is new forms of energy storage, for instance. Okay, yeah, that are really useful, because right now we have a lot of renewable energy sources, right? Like solar, and solar technology is improving fast. Even new kinds of materials like perovskite materials are coming with a lot of efficiency, and they will be low cost, right? So in the future, I would say that we will be having a lot of uh, uh, power generated by uh, renewable sources, like solar, wind, like that. Okay, but the problem will be like storing the energy, because we won't be having control about solar power and the wind power or tidal power, right? So whenever we get the sources, we have to generate the power, and we have to store the energy for the further usage, right? Say for example, in case of solar power, we can generate a lot of energy during daytime, but we won't be getting energy during nighttime. uh, some scientists are trying to make use of some technologies to create solar power even the nighttime. That is different thing. Okay, but generally in the daytime we will be getting a lot of solar sun light, right? So from that we can generate solar power during daytime, but then the nighttime we won't be having, right? So similarly, with the seasons, like the summer season, we'll be able to generate more solar power, and during winter, we won't be getting power, right? So obviously, there is a need for storing the energy. Okay, but right now, storing with the help of electrochemical batteries, that are not that much effective. Okay, and expensive. A lot of other problems are there. Okay, and even that materials used for generating or creating that kind of batteries also, it's a constraint. Okay, so what scientists are trying to do is like they're trying like innovative ways. Like I uploaded many videos about that. One is like a sand battery. They're just trying to store the energy as a heat in the sand. Okay, so the sand will be heated with the help of uh, power generated by renewable sources, and whenever we need that energy again, we can get it from that heated hot sand. Okay, sand battery. They're naming it sand battery and water battery. Water battery is um, like waterfalls is there, right? So it's a natural thing. So we are generating power from hydropower stations. Similarly, artificially, they are pushing the water to top position. Okay, with the help of motors. Okay, with the motors run by the power generated by renewable sources. Okay, so whenever we need the power again, they will be generating it similar to hydropower. We can name it as a water battery. So already some kind of pilot phases are going on. Even some countries implemented in the large scale. Okay, I uploaded video about it. Okay, so I forgot the name. Maybe some mountain area they did it. Okay, and another thing is similar to sand battery, water battery. Recently, I heard about reusing the old mines for storing energy. Okay, so the same concept is similar to sand. They're utilizing that unused mines. Okay, for storing the energy. So a lot of creative, innovative ways are there. But we can imagine a lot of things. But sorting out whether it is efficient or checking the practical constraints, that is a different thing, right? But already they did for these things like sand battery, uh, like water battery, and that mine kind of battery. Okay, so a lot of various ways are there. This is are like unusual ways, but usual a lot of new innovations are going on to improve the electrochemical batteries, sodium batteries, a lot of other tungsten flow batteries. Like new innovations are happening in that thing also because of this fast growth of electrical vehicles. There is a huge need for finding out ways for storing the energy using batteries or any other innovative ways. Okay, so fusion, you are talking about fusion, right? Fusion is like a energy generation, right? So tokamak reactors already they're testing it partly. Okay, so I already uploaded a few videos, especially the university MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. They're doing a lot of researches related to fusion technology, right? So fusion, as everyone knows, it is better than current of nuclear power, right? So but it needs some conditions, superconducting. So the researches related to superconducting will be helpful for the uh, practical application of fusion. Okay, so there are related. Okay, so right now already they are doing in small scale. Even they generated for few microseconds or something. I'll uploaded video about it. Okay, you may check that. You can search for fusion on my channel. But it is very a very initial stage. But once it is successful, really it will be useful. Okay, so it's a very like reliable power source. Okay, and it will be better than current nuclear power plants. Okay, and it is simulating the sun energy generated by sun, right? So obviously whenever we get more resources for developing fusion technologies, it will be like practical, it will be coming to practical, and it will be really useful. So that will be useful, but that is energy generation part, right? But right now already we are having a lot of growth towards renewable energies using generation using solar, wind, that kind of stuff. So the immediate recommend is finding appropriate way for storing the energy so that we can use them effectively. Otherwise, it will be wasted, right? So that is the immediate thing. But as you mentioned, fusion is it's a game changing thing, and a lot of researches are going on. Collaborations are there. I heard about a lot of things about I tell her something. Okay, so a lot of collaborative stuffs are going on, and definitely that fast growth in the uh, researches related to superconducting will be helpful for this fusion also. Okay. um, Even I'm reading news about superconducting with graphene, magic angle graphene. I don't know whether that kind of superconducting will be useful here. Okay. But I'm just listing those things. Okay. And another question is, have you heard of tidal mechanical desalination platforms? Tidal mechanical desalination platforms. I don't know what you mean by this thing. If my understanding is correct, I think you are talking about normal desalination platforms, okay, with some kind of RO or some other things. But the power, instead of using electric power, we have to use the tidal mechanical power, right? But I remember I created one video about it, but I don't remember the exact details. Okay, but I think I did it long back. Okay, okay, desalination that uses ceramic. That I assumed like that only. Okay, so I don't know the exact details, but I remember about that kind of related technologies. I uploaded a video. Okay, maybe we can search it. Okay. I don't know the details, but a lot of desalination new techniques are there, right? I actually I created like many videos, but I compiled five videos in one long video explaining about five different ways of doing desalination. Okay, you may check that video. There, very different approaches are listed. One is very simple thing like using um, uh, like. Uh, pine tree. Okay, it's a very simple and straightaway way, but it seems it is the stem of pine tree is really useful in doing desalination. Okay, so that I think it is developed by MIT. Okay, so it's like a lot of researchers are going on. They're giving continuously giving updates about it. Okay, another thing is uh, even graphene is having a huge potential in uh, rolling playing major role in desalination. Okay, graphene's use that are very effective. Okay, I uploaded a video about graphene's use, and you may check that five different ways I mentioned in that video. I don't remember the exact technologies. Even some shock wave, that kind of technologies are there. Okay, uh, but in that list, the title thing is not there. Okay, maybe it's a separate video or something. But I don't remember exact thing. But this video, I am very sure about it. Actually, I combined five videos as a one video for giving list of desalinations. Okay, so desalination, that also very important thing, because in many parts of the world we are already facing the drinking water problem, right? So but the sea, we have a lot of sea water, right? So basically we need to find out a effective way of doing desalination. We already they have various desalination approaches, but still we need to have a very effective and uh, very useful innovative ways of doing desalination, right? So in that case, that technologies that are useful for doing desalination effectively will be very important. Okay, and uh, okay, um, before that I will, before talking further, I will be checking the other questions. New forms of energy storage, I talked about it. Okay, and the next you can talk about AI, robotics. Okay, so artificial intelligence, AI, it's like a huge topic, right? In the previous session also, I just started talking about it. There are two things. One is whatever we are currently seeing, right? Artificial intelligence right now, it is in the very beginning stage. We can say that it is just trying to mimic the human activities. Okay, um, actually, AI algorithms were developed long back, right? So very common algorithms, famous algorithms were developed very long back. Even before inventing the computers, a lot of mathematicians created some uh, stuff useful for AI. Okay, in the 1990s, end of 1990s, many people try to implement AI, but that time we were not having enough computing power to run those algorithms. So that time it got failed. Now these days, because of the growth of huge growth of computing power, we are seeing significant use of artificial intelligence. We are seeing it in everywhere, in Google Photos and even Google Search. Recently, ChatGPT is trending, right? So a lot of stuff. Even the ChatGPT is able to create software code with the help of AI, right? So we are seeing the AI, artificial intelligence usage in everyday life. Okay, even for taking photos, like even in case of translation, transcription, everywhere AI is playing significant role. Natural language processing is improved a lot with the help of artificial intelligence. Okay, uh, uh, because of the nature of AI, whenever we start using it in a huge level, that performance will be improved because of proper training. Okay, and yeah, interesting thing is that machine learning. So right now we don't need to train the AI manually, right? So previously, if you want to train the AI to identify animals, we have to label them, like these are the pictures of lions, these are the pictures of tiger, and these are the pictures of a cat. Like that, we have to mark them. It will be like taking a lot of human time, right? The effort, lot of effort we have to put for training the AI. But because of machine learning, it will be automatically understanding and segregating, and the training will be somewhat automated, right? So because of that machine learning and the deep learning and the hardware, computing power improvements, we are seeing significant growth in AI. Right now, we are using in our everyday life and in the medical also. Uh, I think I uploaded many videos, mostly based on research papers, that AI are comparable with radiologist in detecting cancer or any kind of diseases by going through the scan reports. Okay, and a lot of similar things already. Various medicines are invented by you know, antibiotic kind of medicines were invented by artificial intelligence. Okay, but they are very limited at this time. I would say that it's limited because of computing power, other stuff. But the real artificial intelligence will be like the coming days. Maybe I don't know whether it's going to happen or something. But the scientists are trying to do that with the help of neuromorphic computing. So it is like exactly replicating our brain. So right now we are saying that AI is like our based on our brain, but actually it's not like that. Okay, so that are based on algorithms only. So it's a extension of software only. I would say like that only. Okay, it's not like exact brain activity. Okay, so we cannot compare AI activities to our brain right now. Okay, uh, but because of their ability to handle huge training data and because of computing power, they're somewhat acting better than us in some instances. But it is not like our brain, in summary. Okay, But in case of neuromorphic computing, the scientists are trying to replicate our brain exactly. Okay, it will be like our exact neurons. Okay, in that case, we will be seeing a lot of change in the AI algorithms, and even scientists are trying to create AI hardware, separate exclusive hardware for AI. In that case, we can see a lot of uh, advancements in the AI. Okay, that will create other questions also, whether it will be overtaking humans. Okay, but that is different question. Okay, that are different arguments, and but right now, as of now, with the current setup, okay, AI is somewhat helpful. In Actually, it is really useful in assisting us in various ways. Okay, and in the coming days we will be seeing a lot of self-driving cars, right? Already pilot phases are going on in some places. Okay, so as of now the results are good, and many companies started commercializing. They invested a lot in commercializing self-driving cars, not only cars, trucks, and even they're trying to do that without the need for internet. Okay, so that kind of steps are developing in case of AI. Okay, and they already started using it for consulting as a lawyer. Okay, so they're really useful. Already many people are using it. I heard that. I understand that by going through a lot of Reddit discussions, other stuff. So in real life, it is already getting used in many instances. And another question is, do you think EVs will have a new improved version of batteries, or will it lithium for 50 to 100 years? Now that companies seem to has gone all with it. Okay, so your question is like whether companies will be innovating EV batteries, or they will be continuing with the lithium batteries, right? So, based on my understanding, by going through various articles and by uploading videos about EV batteries, right now it seems even when the companies are talking about innovative ways of finding out alternate ways, still they're fully depending on lithium batteries only. Okay, that is why the recent finding of lithium in India got more exposure, or that was trending. That news was trending. So everyone is looking for lithium resources. Okay, that means they are just trying to continue lithium, but still various researches are going on for improving the lithium performance. Okay, so the main ingredient will be lithium, but other things are there, right? So they're just trying to change the anode, cathode, or like various stuff. Even like they're trying to add other catalyst something. Even with the help of graphene, they're trying to improve the performance and durability. Okay, so basically, what they're trying to do is they're just trying to uh, uh, like improve the performance of lithium batteries, reduce the size or volumetric performance, or uh, trying to improve the safety. That kind of perspective. Okay, so for the next few years, mostly it will be like that only. I don't know whether they will be completely switching to other thing, but basic researches are going on with the other batteries, fuel batteries, hydrogen based stuff, right? And uh, mostly sodium batteries. Okay, sodium batteries, because sodium is we can get unlimited, right, from sea and rocks. So but I don't know whether they will be coming quickly, because the volumetric performance will be poor. So and even durability also will be comparatively it will be less. Okay, so I don't know whether the companies will be taking risk. Okay, so they will be having pressure from stakeholders, like a lot of other parameters are there. But in the laboratory level, in the small scale, or personal interest with personal interest, some people will be exploring the other kind of materials, other kind of batteries. Okay, so that is happening. I uploaded various videos about that. Okay, but most of the my understanding is coming from based on my experiences of uploading videos by going through press releases like Eureka Alert and a lot of various press releases are there, Futurity, like that. Okay, so I don't have any hands-on with any kind of this technology, uh, but still I can say that, or I can understand some overview about what is happening with the data, whatever I am collecting from internet. Okay, but in reality, it may be slightly different. I don't know that, so I cannot say exactly. But in the coming years, mostly it will be lithium based only. But that performance and other parameters will be bit improved. Okay, unless if there is any huge innovation is coming from other materials or other technologies. Okay. Okay, what do you think of harvesting sodium and lithium from brine that is discharged from distance? Okay, it's already people are doing. I uploaded one video about that. Okay, you may check that video. You can. So they are already, it's an integrated way, desalination along with this harvesting. Okay, so already they are doing it. So you may check it. Okay, so it's possible and they already doing it, but I don't know whether it will be where, in which situation it will be used, whether that time it will be effective, that I don't know. But harvesting it from sea brine, seawater brine is already there. Okay. um, okay, any other questions? Okay, so okay, so okay, I don't, it seems no questions. Okay, I'll be continuing that. Okay, so I was talking about AI, right? So AI, it is having huge potential in case the scientists are able to implement the neuromorphic computing system. Okay, and uh, like already it is getting used in various places. Okay, but it's creating a lot of ethical concerns, because right now AI is like cloud based, right? So for processing anything, the data needs to be sent to the company's cloud servers, and then the processing will be done, and then the commands will be coming to our user end, right? So the companies will be having all the details about the users. Okay, so it will be creating a lot of ethical problems, and I don't know whether everyone is understanding the importance of privacy. Okay, so even myself was not taking it very seriously beginning at the beginning. I used to wonder why some people are always talking about privacy other stuff. Okay, but if you think about it in a very deep way, you could relate that privacy, like privacy violation, is something similar to, or some it's we can comparable to the previous century slavery. Okay, so if we are not keeping our privacy properly, then it is exactly same as becoming a slave. Okay, so uh, if you think about these things, you can correlate it properly. I don't know whether my way of delivery is in a right, whether it's conveying right message, but it's something similar. Okay, okay, so it's something similar. Uh, so we have to keep our privacy, and right now all the companies are getting a lot of details from us. Maybe right now the regulatory are okay. I don't know the complete details. Somewhat okay, but in the future, if the trend is continuing like that, then it's a huge problem. In that case, that AI hardware will be more useful. So we will be able to process everything from user end, right? So that kind of innovations will boost the AI usage in the coming days. So in case of, you're asking about robotics, right? Uh, okay. So by the meantime, read EKO is saying that headed. Okay. Okay. Thanks for your questions and watching this video. Okay. Okay. Bye. Okay, so okay, let me continue that. Regarding robotics, I already put a separate playlist for robotics and drones. Okay, robotics, it is like completely depending on the artificial intelligence growth, right? So mostly the visible like application of AI is robotics. Okay, so so because of the growth of artificial intelligence, AI also, that AI, robotics also, their performance also improved, and their usage also, that commercialization, it's happening very fast. Okay, apart from industry usage in the like everyday life also, they are entering uh, like companion robots, social robots, and even for doing cleaning, that kind of assistant robots. Okay, so they already commercialized, right? A lot of stuff. So even various like bio-inspired robots researchers are developing. Okay, based on the insects and honeybee, even cheetah, tiger, cat. So just that octopus, the scientists are just trying to replicate the animals and the birds, uh, and based on that, they're trying to create robots. And as I said, it is depending on AI. And another thing is, it is depending on materials. Okay, so previously, most of the robots are metal robots, right? So these days, we are talking about soft robotics, right? So a lot of new materials are getting developed and used with robots creation. Okay, so that kind of soft robotics are uh, uh, very useful in case of working with humans, right? So we cannot rely more on metal kind of stuff whenever we work with them, right? So in case of uh, working along with humans, the soft robots will be more useful. Okay, uh, so a lot of new ways of implementing soft robots are researched. Okay, I uploaded a lot of soft robotics related innovations. Okay, I mentioned them, or I listed them in the playlist, robots and drones. Okay, so that kind of robots will be useful in like insects. That kind of robots will be useful in like disaster recovery. Okay, and again, that needs a lot of other innovations also, because in case of disaster locations, we may not be having internet connection, right? Even power supply, that all those things are difficult. So in that case, new kind of innovations are required to manage robots. So in that case, the robots are like trying to communicate based on the sign kind of signals. Okay, so it's a in the old ages we used to do like that only, right? So they're just trying to replicate that kind of stuff instead of using internet connection to have a communication. Okay, because that disaster places, we cannot expect internet connection, right? And in that case, so the innovations are like multiple, from multiple dimensions, like first of all, artificial intelligence, second, materials, robotic materials, and then these kind of new methods. Okay, And another thing is, right now the robots are like, as I said, industry purpose. Already a lot of companies are fully automating their manufacturing processes and delivery, packing, that kind of stuff. Okay. um, that is one part. Another part is, as I said, social company, and even for teaching in Japan, robots are getting used for teaching. Okay. And another thing is like, uh, they're they're like, it's like, social, like, what we can say. Let me just try explain with one example. In a particular research, the researchers asked the school children to turn off the robot, but they hesitated to do that even when the teachers instructed to do them, because they are trying to, they are feeling that it's like killing the robot, so they hesitate to do that. Okay, so they are not removing the power cables of robots even when the teachers instructed to do that. So it's kind of like, many people are like, even when they know the fact they are machines, they started feeling like they are part of human ecosystem, like that. Okay, so that kind of perspective we have to include whenever we talk about robotics. Okay, even smiling robots are coming. Okay, so they're just trying to replicate humans in various perspectives. Okay, and other things about robots, like, I talked about materials and AI used for robots, and mostly right now we are using it for our assistance. Okay, but in the future, we may be like, using the robots for extending our power, like, right now the robot fingers are used for uh, the people who are not having fingers, right? But in the coming days, uh, we may be using additional fingers. Okay, even if we have all the fingers, we may be using additional fingers. That kind of researches are already going on, like augmenting the human body parts with the help of robots. Okay, so with the help of robotic fingers, additional robotic fingers, we will be able to hold a lot of objects at the same time, and we can do a lot of different things. It will be very useful for people who are doing repair kind of activities. They can hold a lot of tools at the same time, and they can operate various stuff. Okay, so it's like augmenting the human organs with the help of robotics. Okay, so that is one way of using robotics developments. Okay, uh, so already automations, we can see in the all the industry, the robots are very effective. But the one important thing is, right now most of them are like operated with the programmatic the way. But in the computer vision, technology is now improved, right? So with the help of computer vision, in the coming days, the robotics performance will be improved better. Okay, so they are even in one MIT research, they were able to use the robots to find the object hidden under a lot of other objects. Okay, so it's that computer vision means the camera is not enough, right? In the case of this particular example, if a particular object is like hidden by a lot of other objects, with the help of camera we cannot identify it, right? So with the other technologies, okay, so they are trying to do that with a combination of various technologies. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, the robots will be able to sort out the objects even if they are not able to see it visibly. Okay, and it will be useful for in that warehouses for delivering the objects, packing the objects. Okay, I think Amazon is using a lot of such robots. Okay, um, uh, so we witnessed the real power of robots in the during the COVID time, right? So COVID time, it is very dangerous in accessing the virus hit areas, right? So that time, for disinfecting that kind of area, people try to use the robots for using or spreading the UV rays for killing the virus. They used the robots with remote control, or in even the automated way. Okay, so in that case, robots are useful. So okay, so there are various things. But still the robots are not that much effective. Okay, so I used to watch the robotic competitions. Okay, that time we can understand the limitations of robots. Okay, we can see a lot of Boston Dynamics used to release videos in which their robots are doing a lot of stuff, they are very interesting and amazing things. But in real life, maybe they're doing it, but I think they're highlighting the best parts, right? But if you consider as a whole thing, if you monitor it continuously, still it is lacking a lot of stuff there. Like they cannot copy all the human activities as of now. They have a lot of limitations. Okay, so that kind of algorithm improvements and trainings that needs to be done. Okay, and I think many research groups are doing it. Okay, the question is, what is your motivation for creating and maintaining this channel? Okay, good question. Actually, in my previous video, I fully talked about it, and since you asked it, I'll be repeating it. Okay, so the first thing is, personally, I'm earning money from this channel. Okay, so from advertisements. Okay, so that is first thing. And but I have other various options also for doing earning money. Previously I was doing software development business. Okay, so right now I'm doing it, but the key reason is, as I said, the basic thing is earning money. Okay, but for that I have other options also. But the key reason for giving more importance for this channel is, I believe that it is having a lot of growth potential. Okay, so basically I'm seeing a huge gap between the science world and the business world. I used to see a lot of innovations, researchers happening in among the research organizations, and the scientists are trying to do a lot of unimaginable stuff. Okay, but the fact is that kind of innovations are not reaching the end users. Okay, the business people are just trying to copy the success of other entrepreneurs just by doing whatever they are doing, maybe mostly related to existing technologies and products and services. Okay, already they are oversaturated, and they are not that much effective. They are expensive, that are not much suitable for all the users. Okay, but the researchers are happening in innovative way, and they are improving the performance of the existing products, and they are uh, like uh, uh, finding various ways to reduce the cost with the new materials, other things. And a lot of stuffs are going on in the research world, but the benefits of that kind of researchers are not reaching the end users quickly. There are a lot of difficulties in uh, commercializing it, but the entrepreneurs are not actively putting their focus for doing that kind of activities. Okay, but they are just trying to copy the existing things, and mostly they will be failing because high competition, because everyone will be doing that, right? But in case of emerging technologies and the new commercializing new researches, it may be bit risky, I agree. Okay, it may be bit risky. Okay, but it is having huge potential. Okay, and it is a win-win approach. It will be useful for scientists because their hard work will be commercialized, and it will be useful for business people because they have a lot of probability of being successful in doing that, and end users will be getting more useful thing uh, for their money. Okay, so that is uh, main reason for running this channel, by hoping that it will be like reducing the gap between the science world and the business world. Entrepreneurs can understand what is happening in the science thing. A lot of research papers are there, but I don't know whether the entrepreneurs will be going through it. Okay, so as I said, they everyone that both groups will be having different set of mindsets and skills, right? So I believe this kind of channel or any kind of new approach. Recently, I inserted ebook, right? So mostly in the coming days, I will be implementing some kind of search engine or forums like stuff for connecting them. Okay, so I believe this channel is the first step of doing that. So from that channel, I believe it can help the scientists to uh, get more exposure for their research, and it can help the business people to get new business ideas based on the new researches, and it will be useful for end users to get like new products, effective products at affordable price. Okay, uh, and importantly, I'll be earning money from advertisements. Okay, so scientists may be watching this channel, and potential entrepreneurs and business people can get more information from this channel, right? So that is what my plan. But uh, I, basically, I'm not good at speaking. I'm not that much experience with that. Basically, my background is I'm from software development and software testing, test automation kind of stuff. And but because of this opportunity, just trying to upskill myself with the record detail things. Okay, so this live is one of the reasons. So I'm not comfortable in doing live. Okay, so um, but still I just started doing it to have interaction with my subscribers to understand them better, and based on that, I will be just trying to improve the channel. So what I'm just trying to say is, as of now, the channel may not be like fulfilling my intention of connecting the science world and business world exactly, but it's the first step. Okay, I'll be improving the channel further, and I'll be taking necessary steps to do that. So that is the motivation for this channel. But in case of creating this channel, while creating this channel in the year 2009, I was not having this kind of stuff. Okay, that time I was running a blog. Okay, in the year 2009, for sharing my experience and knowledge about software testing and test automation tools. Okay, so I thought of creating blog post there, and at that time I needed to show the live demo something. Okay, that time I needed to show a video. So for that purpose, I recorded some screen activities and put it in the channel. And just for embedding the videos, I started using YouTube channel. So that time I created the channel for that purpose. And I thought of teaching my software testing uh, uh, knowledge or experience through the channel. That was my initial thing. That later on, I found that I can earn money from uploading videos related to trending topics. Okay, so that's how I started uploading Google Doodle, that kind of videos. Still, I'm earning money from that kind of videos only, even when my primary focus is switching towards science and technology news videos. Still, I'm earning money from trending topics videos only. So I'll be doing both kind of activities with more priority towards science and technology news. Okay, uh, But I understand that I need to do a lot of improvements to improve myself in reporting news other stuff. And I'm not expert in any particular field. Okay, that is why I'm taking initiative of inviting other people, mostly experts from their respective fields, to talk to my subscribers. Okay, I already invited a few people. You can check the playlist QPT Talks. Okay, maybe I will be doing it in the coming days. Okay. Okay. Quantum computing is another tech. Gene editing. Yes, quantum computing is a upcoming technology, um, and already Google, Sycamore, like a lot of other uh, companies also uh, showcased the power of quantum computing. Okay, but right now we have to understand the basic thing quantum computers are not useful in all the scenarios. Okay, so they are useful for specific kind of algorithms. Okay, specific purposes. I mean, what I'm trying to say that the whatever um, uh, say for example, there are some things which can be done effectively by traditional computers than the quantum computers. So that's how I can say. Okay, so that means quantum computers are effective in some cases, and they're not that much effective in some cases. Okay, so they are not that a magically powerful thing. Okay, so that is a fundamental thing. And uh, already uh, the number of qubits play a significant role, that every organization is trying to increase the number of qubit usage, but the stability will be affected when they try to increase the number of qubits. That is what my understanding. And the stability in the sense the quantum, the basic, I think everyone will be knowing, right? The traditional computing, that operations will be done based on ones and zeros, right? Say for example, if you want to uh, type a letter a, it is represented by ASCII some code, right? So that is having corresponding numbers, right? The numbers we can convert it into 10110 like that. Okay, so assume that it is having set up uh, like order of ones and zeros. Okay, so with that the transistors will be switched on and off. Okay, so the fundamental of transistor is we can with the gate, controlling the gate, we can switch on, switch off. Okay, so in that integrated chips, we are having a lot of transistors. They will be arranged in logic gates, some other things, right? So they are very fundamental stuff. Thing is, we can represent whatever thing we are doing with a computer just using ones and zeros. Okay, the states are either one or zero. In case of quantum computing, it is it can be either one or zero or both of them. So it's uh, superimposition, right? So uh, so in that case, it needs to be operated in separate atomic level something. Okay, I don't know the exact thing, but as of now the noises shouldn't be there. Okay, so for that they need to maintain a super um, very low temperature. Okay, so for that we need to spend a lot of energy. Okay, so a lot of constraints are there right now. Okay, and I don't know how it will be improved, but it is really powerful. There is no question about it. But as I said previously, it is powerful for specific cases only, not for all cases. Okay, I think the scientists are saying that it will be useful for finding new molecules, other like medical researchers stuff. Okay. But again, it needs separate setup programming languages. I think I already uploaded few videos talking about languages for useful for quantum computing, and some companies are providing options to explore the quantum computing through even through web interfaces. Okay, I think IBM is providing that option. I provided one uh, video about explaining that thing. Okay, you may check it if you want to have a hands-on with quantum computing. Okay, and yeah, that is what I can say, that quantum computing is having potential, but still that stability problem needs to be addressed. It is error prone right now. Okay, it needs a lot of environmental setup to have a very noise free thing. Okay, so that kind of limitations, because of the limitations, I don't know whether they will be growing that much fast. But once the scientists are able to fix that kind of problems, mostly we will be having a huge potential in using computing with quantum computers. Okay, but before that, I think there are researches happening with the photonics, right? Light based computing. So maybe they can closely integrate in that case. Okay, so we don't know how the things are going forward, but no one is exactly knowing how the things will be moving forward, because that researches are happening in various separate groups, right? So based on the success and progress, maybe that direction we can come to know in the coming days. Okay, but the thing is that concept of electrical computing, it's moving towards uh, optical, right? Because of even the optical photonics based hardwares are getting developed, guides, other stuff. Okay, so with that thing, I think they will be more fast. Okay, so even the traditional computing, that kind of stuff will be improved. Okay, so if we are able to develop effective algorithms for quantum computing, so that that quantum computers can be used for everyday activities and all the cases, then again the quantum computing will be getting more importance. Okay, so that is what my understanding about quantum computing. So obviously, or very clearly, it is powerful. There is no question about it, because if you do some calculations about the power based on qubits instead of normal bits, you can understand that it's a exponential growth. Okay, exponential power. Okay, gene editing. Okay, it's a very important yeah, emerging technology area. Okay, I have a playlist with the name CRISPR gene editing. Okay, gene editing, already the scientists are currently able to do that. A lot of cloning, other stuff already happened many years back. Okay, but the thing is, they are like a very tedious process. So only the experts can do that, and it needs a lot of lab settings and a lot of other resources. Okay, so that usage is very limited. Okay, but in case of that emerging stuff like CRISPR gene editing, even that inventor or the researcher related to gene editing got the Nobel Prize recently, Jennifer Doudna, right? So that is getting more importance these days. That CRISPR gene editing is it is like we can consider this like a word processor. Like we can just word process for genes. Like we can just edit the gene easily. Something like doing uh, editing of word document. Okay, but not exactly like that. Just we can like compare like that. Okay, So instead of recurring tedious processes and expensive resources, that CRISPR gene editing is allowing everyone to do the gene editing easily. Okay, so with that kind of gene editing, we'll be able to cure a lot of genetic related diseases. In the playlist, if you go through the CRISPR gene editing playlist, you can understand the usage. It's like it was used in various instances, even for curing the blindness. Okay, so a lot of extraordinary usages are there. So, CRISPR gene editing and the similar technologies relate something similar to CRISPR are getting developed. Maybe because of like that patent war was happening that time. I don't know whether it got settled, but the court order came and mostly it got settled. But still, that other groups are developing in different names and with the different things. So it's like commercialization perspective. From technological perspective, the concept is same only. So they are able to use the mRNA to cut the molecular. They are able to use it as a molecular scissors to cut the gene at any place and modify it. Okay, it's a very easy and simple thing. Okay, comparing to the existing technologies. Okay, so with that help of that tools, various people can try to do that, right? So with that power, in the coming days we will be able to see a lot of improvements. Okay, so already if you search CRISPR, a lot of toolkits are getting sold. Okay, so I don't know whether they are real thing or something, but I don't know uh, what is happening with that. But my understanding is it will be even if it is not happening now, surely it will be happening in the coming days. May any person will be just buying the kit and they will be trying to modify their genes, and they will be publishing about their results. And if something is working very effectively and very easily, then that kind of technologies will be spreading, and many companies will be commercializing that kind of kits. So obviously that kind of stuff will be taking place in a huge level, and it will be part of our everyday life. Even it will use the usage of hospitals. The need for hospitals will be reduced, and mostly we will be able to cure our diseases with the help of uh, uh, CRISPR gene editing. Okay, so it's a powerful thing, and even apart from curing the diseases, it can be useful for other stuff also. Actually, one research group, they were able to store use it for storage purpose. They were able to store a full movie in the gene. Okay, so a lot of other stuffs are happening. Okay, with the help of gene editing, especially CRISPR gene editing, CRISPR Cas9 gene editing. Okay, um, but like again, it is creating ethical problems also, right? So because of this powerful tool, many people are trying to create designer babies. Okay, and one more key point is gene driving. That is a dangerous thing. Okay, so just by editing the genes of some species, we will be able to completely eradicate the complete species. It's a dangerous thing. Actually, some people are recommending to use it for eradicating the malaria causing mosquitoes thing. But if the governments are allowing to do that, again, it will be useful. I mean, it will be used for some other negative things also, right? So it is having that kind of ethical and moral problems. Okay, so let us see how it's going. Okay, but again, it's a powerful thing. Thanks for reminding that one, and I have playlist for that. Okay, and moon habitats. I don't know about moon habitats. Uh, I don't know the real thing. Actually, no one is knowing about why the scientists are not able to reach the moon after the 1969 that Neil Armstrong, all in that kind of visit, right? So it's a huge question. So without knowing that one, we cannot talk about much. But some moon-related travel companies got started. Reported one news about it. Um, I don't know about it, but other related technologies are getting developed, like uh, uh, materials, that 4D materials, right? I don't understand the 4D materials exactly, okay, but that 4D materials related stuffs are getting developed for that kind of moon habitats or Mars habitat, right? So the scientists, they will be like putting all the record materials in a compact way, and once the thing reaches moon or Mars, they will be automatically expanded to the record shape, and uh, functional. They will be become functional, okay. So that kind of technologies are getting developed, okay, but the scientists will be having that option, okay, but I don't know whether it will be happening in the coming days, or it will be taking long time, okay. And uh, and the Mars, I think many people are talking about Mars, and especially Elon Musk is always talking about it, right? But the distance other stuff, I don't know whether it's going to happen in the near future, okay. But my personal opinion is, instead of focusing on those stuff, already our earth itself is facing a lot of difficulties, right? Especially climate crisis, right? Climate change problems. So we have to focus on researchers related to improving the earth better place, right? So that is what my understanding. But it is always good to have some different innovative ways, but the focus should be on the immediate thing, okay. I agree that a lot of space researchers are useful for our uh, uh, people also, like mostly all the space agencies like NASA, ISRO, ESA, everyone, they will be they will be creating new innovative things for the aerospace research, but after some time they will be making it available for the everyday human life also. They will be allowing the companies to commercialize their innovations, okay. That is how a lot of new things are reaching the people. So obviously I won't say that doing space research is waste like that, but my personal opinion is, it's the first priority should be like improving our earth by handling and the climate crisis, and improving the quality of people's life, something, okay, right? So any other questions? Okay. So, and other researchers, like agriculture, it is very important thing, right? uh, so already a lot of robots are used for doing agriculture efficiently, and uh, and another thing is vertical farming in case of agriculture. That land-based agriculture, that concept is now getting changed into vertical farming with the help of a lot of IoT, Internet of Things innovations. Actually, Internet of Things, that is very very important things in the coming days. Our life will be mostly heavily impacted with the fast growth of Internet of Things. Okay, so that is key things going to happen in the coming days. So they will be useful for vertical farming and other stuff. Vertical farming in the sense, instead of using the huge land, that new innovations will be effectively used for doing agriculture production within a small area, mostly closed area. Okay, uh, so robots will be used for picking up the fruits, and the lighting and other conditions will be fully controlled to so that it will be more effective. Okay, like a lot of stuffs are there, so the photosynthesis will be it will be seeing maximum efficiency, that kind of stuff. In case of photosynthesis, I remember about using artificial photosynthesis, right? So, in case of energy, that artificial photosynthesis that will play an important role because I'm seeing a lot of researchers happening in that topic. Okay, okay. Let me continue about that agriculture. Okay, so vertical farming and agricultural robots, they will be playing major role. Okay, and other than that, uh, in case of meat, right now, some people are hesitating to eat the meat, the vegetarian people, but now some researchers are going on to grow the meat in the lab. Okay, lab grown meat. Okay, so I don't know whether we can consider it as a vegetarian food or non-vegetarian food. So a lot of discussions are still going on. Okay, still many people are discussing that whether it's ethical or not. First of all, okay, but scientists are believing that it will be helping to provide nutritious, tasty food to a lot of people inexpensively. Uh, and they are saying that it will be useful for environment also. Okay, but still discussions are going on. You can share your thoughts about it through the comment section of this video. Okay. But that researches are going on, and even some pilot bases. I uploaded some videos talking about the uh, lab cultured meat. Okay, lab grown meats. Okay, and vertical farming, I think it will be playing major role because of water scarcity, lot of thing. And simultaneously, actually, if you see the overall picture, the natural resources are getting reduced, and scientific technological innovations are happening. So, in the coming days, the governments will be trying to balance both things with a goal of helping the people in appropriate ways. Okay, so in that case, the vertical farming will be unavoidable in the coming days. Okay, I don't know the level of usage, but they will be taking up in the coming days. Okay, and already many people are using agricultural robots, and their efficiency will be improved. They will be optimized. Okay, for better usage and for improving the effectiveness. So once after many people are started using them, then only they will be optimized effectively, right? Okay. Another question is facial recognition. I don't know what do you mean by facial recognition. Already, facial recognition in the sense all the mobile phones are doing, right, and that governments and the police departments are using it for tracking the criminals stuff. But again, it is creating ethical problems. Okay, so I don't know whether it will be really useful, and I don't know much about it. Okay. Okay, you're tracking people, right? So, as I said, it is a ethical issue. So, it needs to be started out in that perspective. Okay. I don't know whether any technical issues are there. Okay. The only thing is the technology is not that much effective. It cannot exactly identify the person. It can make a lot of false positives. Okay. Okay, so again, obviously, it will be creating a lot of ethical issues. So, uh, Normally, many people are not willing to accept these kind of technologies getting implemented in everyday life. Okay, but let us see how the things are going on because of the growth of technology, because of a lot of changes happening in the world. Whatever inappropriate at this time period may be becoming appropriate in the coming days. Okay, any other things? Okay. So I'm uploading a lot of science and technology news videos, and I collected some interesting innovations and put it in my blog post. You can check them in my blog, uh, blog.qualitypointtech.com. Okay. And many times I told that I'm not good at any kind of field. I don't have much hands-on experience other than doing software development and software testing and running software development business. Okay, and mostly I'll be talking about doing online business, other stuff in a separate video, or even if anyone is asking questions right now, I can answer them. Okay, that is what I'm trying to do with that channel. Okay, so just creating awareness. Okay, I'm not expert in any field. I'm not going to give any specific suggestions about any kind of technologies. So the overall view is like I'm just creating awareness about what is happening with the emerging technologies. So if you are interested, and you have to find the facts and current status by going through appropriate materials. Okay, and my key strength is I have a lot of experience in running my online business, like doing software development business, other stuff. Okay, so I can guide. You, say, for example, you are seeing some innovations from this VA channel, and if you want to commercialize this, and if you have contacted the scientist and got the permission to use it, and if you are trying to make it as a product, you can uh, ask me about that, and I can guide with my experience, like how to create websites. And first I can give the overview how to like uh, understand the market, mostly based on my experiences, right? I'm not a expert in doing that also, but I can guide with my experiences. Okay, how to choose the product, and what are the competition level, how to check the competition, and how to create websites, and how to, first of all, how to create the strategy of creating websites, social media accounts, and promoting it through various paid promotions like Google ads, PPC ads. Okay, and how to fine tune it like that. I can give some guidance based on my experience. Okay. Okay, so thanks for that super chat. Okay. Okay. And let me continue talking about emerging technologies. Okay, so before going further, I just wanted to clarify these things. I'm not an expert. Okay, so don't take it as it is what I'm saying. Okay, just do some research based on your understanding. Okay, and go through the relevant things. Actually, you can get a lot of information from Reddit. In Reddit, that futurology subreddit and the science subreddits, they will be more useful to get more details. Okay, and you can see a lot of discussions actively going on, and even you can search for the already completed discussions. Okay, and Okay. Another thing is whatever I am uploading here, mostly it will be based on research papers. But sometimes I used to take the news from like crowdsourcing or crowdfunding uh, websites like Kickstarter, Indiegogo, like that. Okay, but many people are complaining that their most of the product listed there, they are not fulfilling their obligations. Okay, they are collecting the money and they're not delivering the product by saying that it got failed or something. So they're facing some difficulties like that. So I'm avoiding that kind of things. But if I find something very innovative and very if it is looking like very useful and it is high impactful kind of thing, then obviously I'll be reporting them also. Okay, so just make sure that whether it is from crowdsourcing websites or it is backed by research papers from reputed journals. Okay, so just make sure that whether it's credible. Okay, just check the description of the video. Mostly I will be providing all the details in the description section of the video. Okay. uh, okay, so hydrogen power. Okay, I think you are talking about fuel cells, right? So fuel cells like water, we know that hydrogen and oxygen, right? H2O. So by splitting the water, we'll be getting hydrogen and oxygen separately, right? So hydrogen that that I think I reported on one news where hydrogen is used in their vehicle. Okay, so I already started using hydrogen, but still that safety concerns, other things are there. So if they are able to run them smoothly without any safety or any kind of problems, definitely it will be becoming a major source of energy, right? So it is very easy to transport other, a lot of other things are there. Water will be, we can get the water at any place, right? So from the water we can just like that instead of using petrol we can just use the water for running the vehicle, like that it will be coming, right? So just we can take the water and split it and get the hydrogen and use it for driving the vehicles, right? So that much simplified thing. But I don't know the reason why it's not that much becoming popular. But already some people are using some, even some organizations started running their vehicles with the help of hydrogen power. uh, but mostly I believe the most reason maybe most significant reason maybe safety. Okay. uh, okay. And some fuel cells they're used as part of carbon capture also. Okay, right? So if that is giving getting more weightage means that's because these days we need to capture the carbon, right? But again there is a discussion going on whether it is effective to control the release of carbon, or whether it is effective to capture the carbon. So that is different question. But again we already our environment is polluted with a lot of carbon dioxide, greenhouse gases, right? So obviously carbon, any kind of carbon capture technology is really useful, irrespective of the fact that that approach carbon capture is effective, or that approach is effective, or avoiding the pollution is effective. That irrespective of that discussion, right now we need to have a carbon capture technology. So some kind of carbon capture technologies, as a byproduct they are giving hydrogen. Okay. uh, in that process hydrogen is getting generated, the hydrogen fuel cells. That again if we combine the both benefits, that kind of hydrogen power significance will be increased. Okay, so it's, I don't know the exact process or something. Somewhere while uploading one video, I have gone through that details. Okay, I don't remember the exact things. Okay. Any other questions? Thanks for the super chat. Flying vehicles, uh, recently in the CES 2023, one company showcased their flying car. Okay, I uploaded a video about it. And flying car, it's EVOTL, right? Uh, Vertically, like they have to take off vertically, right? Something similar to drones, uh, and it should be able to handle the loads, right? So that is the basic concept of flying vehicles. And one is technical thing. Okay, so they need to loading, they need like uh, they cannot uh, like uh, uh, fly more time, right, because of battery restrictions. Okay, and another perspective is regulation. Okay, if everyone is started using flying cars, then that air traffic, that airspace will be like getting confused. So for that, I uploaded one video. Okay, so one company or government, I don't remember exactly, they came up with a plan of effectively managing the flying vehicles. Okay, something similar to at railway, uh, like airports. They're organizing the points of uh, picking up points and other things, and they're just trying to regulate the flying cars. Okay, so uh, it is like conceptual only, but in the coming days, if they are more effective, and if the pilot bases are successful, then we can see the uh, flying car parking places, mostly on the top of buildings or any open grounds. Okay, uh, something similar to bus stands and railway stations and airports, like. Okay, so but the major constraint is battery. I think you are talking about batteries initially also, right? So your concern is, I understand, you are mainly focusing on these things, right? So from that, I understand that from your questions, I understand what you're uh, uh, trying to do that. Okay, so flying vehicles again, they need uh, because whenever we are talking about flying vehicles, it's like electrical, like right. uh, so and it needs to be take up vertically. Okay, because providing runways is not appropriate. Okay, and so it needs to take up vertically, but that kind of technology is already developed. Okay, so I uploaded one video about how the flying vehicles are working, so how that thrust is provided to achieve that. Okay, and again, scientists are trying to improve that. Okay, if they are very effective, then the battery usage will be more like effective, right? So more efficient, right? So flying vehicles will be useful, but it will be uh, like something similar to carpooling. It will be like it will be air taxi kind of stuff only, right? So it's not for personal use something. Okay, so that is what the regulatories will be doing. um, I don't know the exact details about whether energy efficient other stuff. Okay, um, even many people may not be, even the researchers may not be knowing that, because that kind of information will be getting only when they are successful in the pilot phases, and the usage is improved. That time, people will be thinking about how to um, improve the stuff. Okay. um, but right now, based on my understanding, I can say that they are feasible, and the pilot phases are happening even in the CES 2023 flying car showcased. Okay, and as I said, the regulatory things, they're very much important in that particular case. Okay, so we cannot consider is it up to the air traffic level. Okay, airplane that level, and it like the governments cannot just ignore them also. Okay, otherwise it will be creating a lot of confusions. Even for drones, many governments are asking the users to register, get the registration number, and they have to continuously give the details about their usage. Like so, obviously, that flying car regulatory, that will play important or significant role in their usage. Okay, and fuel efficiency, fuel in the sense the battery efficiency, other stuff, that also important. So if everything is like positive, I think they will be used more and more. Okay, but right now they are tested, and they are feasible, and only thing is we need to know that whether it is effective. Okay, even if it is not effective in the instances where they are really record, that kind of places, uh, they will be used in the coming days. Okay, any other questions? Okay. Okay. Right now, I will be checking the latest technology news from Eureka Alert website, where a lot of organizations and companies will be publishing their press releases. And in the Reddit subreddits like futurology and science, they're more useful to know the latest happenings in the emerging technologies. Okay. Um, Okay. He's saying that you really awesome Steam. Okay, thanks. Okay. Um, so other places like Futurology subreddit and the Futurity website, Eureka Lab website. So mostly they are like places for getting the press releases from various organizations. Okay, and I believe they are somewhat reliable. Okay, so they are taking care of filtering the unwanted stuff. Okay, so but still there may be some fake or low quality news. Okay, if you come across any such videos on my channel, just let me know, so I will remove them from the playlist. Okay. Okay. Or if they are very much low quality, even I can consider about deleting them. But normally I won't delete any kind of videos, as a record we can just to showcase that this news is fake something, so that they cannot repeat the same thing again, right? Actually, I got some messages saying that this person from this Kickstarter project cheated this person, so just delete that video, like that. But I didn't delete that, because deleting is not going to help in that case, right? Because it's like message about this innovation or whatever they are claiming to be innovation is not good, it's fake, like that. People can add comments there, they can share their experiences, even that creators can give their explanation. So it's basically a discussion platform, right? I won't be deleting any comments, I won't be censoring the comments. That is what my policy, unless it is a spam with a lot of unrelevant links or any bad words, I will be removing that. That is different. But I won't delete any kind of negative comments, or even if anyone is telling negatively about my channel or myself, I won't be deleting that, because that will be pro- giving me opportunity to clarify my views, or clarify my thoughts, right? So I strongly believe in uh, open discussions, okay? But that doesn't mean that I will be allowing the spam comments, okay? I will be removing that kind of spam comments, okay? Okay. So today I think mostly I talked about various emerging technology stuff, right? Uh, but as I said, I'm not having any preparation for this kind of talks. It's a general Q&A, question and answer, okay? Just to talk with the subscribers to know about more about them, okay? And it will be helping me to know what are the things I have to focus for improving quality of this channel, okay? And now from these discussions I understand that I'm going in the right direction, okay? Even when this channel is having a lot of other topic videos like course and a lot of like biography, that kind of stuff. Mostly I understand that the active users are mostly looking for science and technology news videos, mostly emerging technologies. So I will be continuing that one, okay? And right now I'm doing a lot of stuff without knowing the deep understanding about them. I will be taking steps to improve the quality by understanding the meaning of that, okay? Okay. And repeatedly I will be sharing my favorite things. For example, I like the growth of research is happening with the graphene, uh, but I don't know whether they are real or not. But personally I like the graphene, but I'm not seeing very news about them in major news channels, okay? But there it seems they're very powerful. A lot of nano related technologies are really useful, but this graphene is really very much useful, okay? I reported a lot of graphene related innovations in this channel, and I created a separate playlist for graphene, okay? You can go through them. And it's really useful, like especially the magic angle graphene. It's really powerful because of that. It can be like simply like act as a superconductor and insulator, the same material, just by changing the angle, like I think 1.1 degrees, right? So it's a really powerful. And it is the basically it is having lot of like unimaginable properties, like very lightweight, transparent, conductivity, light, strong. It is very stronger than steel, okay? A lot of unimaginable qualities. So it is our imagination how to make use of that, okay? But only constraint is it needs to be mass produced. Right now I'm not seeing any effective way, okay? Many scientists are trying various approaches, top to bottom approach, bottom to top approach, like that, okay? We can just simply create graphene just by using the sticky tape and that graphite pencil lead, right? So in the lab level it is okay, but in the industry or batch process or any huge mass production, we need to find the appropriate way of creating graphene, okay? And a lot of rumors and a lot of misinformations are there about graphene, so it is very difficult to get the actual facts. Okay. I'm just doing my level best to do that. Mostly I'll be giving more importance about graphene. So if you know, or if you come across any kind of graphene related developments, just let me know. I will be like looking into that, and if it is appropriate, I will be giving a report, news report about that in that channel. Okay. So my key priority is graphene. I believe graphene will be more useful. Say for example, previously I was talking about graphene sieve, right, for filtering the uh, salt water, seawater. So it's a very simple process, right? If you are able to use some passive kind of filters to filter the seawater itself and get the drinking water without any power usage, it's really very like uh, a very useful thing. Okay. And similarly, a lot of things recently during the COVID time, some people were trying to create the graphene based face masks, for killing the bacteria and viruses. But the government, especially Canada government, banned that graphene, because graphene is many people are saying that it will be harmful to our lungs. Okay. uh, but we don't know the exact details in the sense in what form, or up to what level, or in what kind of usage it is harmful. Okay. But because of the lack of information, that kind of rumors or that kind of misinformations are going on, maybe some facts on it, but it is fully affecting the growth, right? But some researches are still going on. Okay. Actually, the Monster University, which got the Nobel Prize for graphene, they are continuing their uh, research. Okay. And Rice University researchers are trying to do a lot of things with graphene. Actually, they have developed a new approach, like flash graphene, for creating flash graphene, like just by applying a high electricity for a few seconds, to convert waste materials or plastic materials, any kind of food waste, everything, into useful graphene. Okay. um, so these are the things giving some hope about graphene, but still, I don't know whether they are practically useful or not. We'll be coming to know about that in the coming days. Okay. But as various research groups are trying to do that, I hope in the coming days, definitely graphene mass production, that approach will be find out. Okay. In that case, we will be seeing a lot of graphene usage. Okay. For example, in the cement, if we mix the graphene, it will be the strength will be improved, and the cement usage will be reduced. Actually, it will be useful for reducing the climate problem also, because of uh, its ability to reduce the cement usage. Okay. So from various perspectives, graphene will be more useful for killing the viruses, and for improving the performance of the concrete, and uh, a lot of unimaginable advantages, for even for batteries, for solar panels, because it is transparent, right, conductive, so flexible, strong. So lot of desired properties, so we can make use of that. But graphene is not the only 2D materials. A lot of other 2D materials are there. Okay. And um, carbon nanotubes, that kind of stuff are there. Uh, Even apart from these materials, scientists are trying to create metamaterials also. Okay. um, with unimaginable properties. Okay. So obviously, improvements happening in the material science, they are going to uh, impact our life in various ways. But again, that they are related. So that material science is developing because of the growth of artificial intelligence and the computing power, right? So the artificial intelligence is able to create new kind of materials. Okay, at the same time, the new materials are allowing the scientists to create new kind of devices or infrastructures that will be again useful for growth of computing power, and again it will be AI. So it's like iterative, right? So if the cycle is going on in many cycles, so obviously at the end of or after a few years, that growth will be more in that kind of field. That is what I am trying to explain in my previous video, like that growth happening in one particular field is not that much useful. So the growth has to be happen in like related fields simultaneously. I explained that with the example of this YouTube channel, right? So we are seeing the growth of YouTube because of the growth of cell phone cameras, and like internet video encoding, a lot of stuff. So it happened simultaneously. Because of that only, we are able to upload a lot of videos. We are able to consume videos without any delay buffering, like. So that have emerging technologies like that related stuff also need to be grown. Otherwise we won't be seeing the real potential of any kind of technology. That thing I explained with that AI algorithms. Actually the mathematical stuff were done many years back, but because of lack of computing, it was not successful that time. But even when the computers are actively used in 1990s, at that time the artificial intelligence neural network, that technology was not picking up because of the low computing power, that computing power that are not enough to run the AI algorithms. Okay, but actually we are able to see the actual growth of AI, actual benefits or actual uses of AI only when the computing power is improved these days. Okay, so that is the fundamental thing. So we have to have a growth simultaneously with the related relevant fields also. Okay, so in the material science, the growth will be really useful for achieving a lot of things in various other fields. Okay, in case of even you asked about flying vehicles, so the graphene other stuff, they will be definitely useful for reducing the weight of the vehicle, and therefore they can fly more time. Okay, and lot of other metamaterials can help in various perspectives. Okay, so the growth of material science, it's really useful. Okay, lot of new innovations are happening with the material science. Okay, so they are able to find new metamaterials. They are able to work on with nano devices. Okay, and these are the researches. Okay, but uh, I talked about it previously. All the researches will be not useful in case of our earth is not stable. So okay, so the first priority should be given to climate change, right? So a lot of discussions are going on whether it is real or not. That we don't need to bother much about it. So if there are any real problems are there, then obviously you have to fix it, right? There is no question about it. Okay, so we already facing like water, drinking water issues. So the technologies needs to be developed for doing proper desalination. Okay, it's a temporary solution, but actually we have to understand why it's happening, and we have to fix the root cause of that kind of problems, right? So if we go in that direction, definitely that the climate change, that kind of topics will be coming into the picture. So in that case, we have to address that. And we have to use any kind of even you have to develop any kind of new technology by keeping this in mind. So just by sacrificing the earth, if we are doing any kind of development with any kind of technologies, they are not that much useful, they are not ethical, okay? So one question is there, right? Will be able to control gravity by 2050? What do you think? I don't have much uh, details about that. Control in the sense, the Hyperloop, I don't know the exact mechanism, but somehow they are able to do it against the gravity, right? So again, I don't know the exact details, but if the Hyperloop, that kind of technologies are able to run them very fast with less energy uh, by controlling gravity, I think they are already, we can consider that we can already doing, they are already doing it because the pilot bases are they're doing, right? So in that case, we need not go up to the year 2050. Okay, so it will be happening very soon. But if it is not relevant, I don't know about it. Okay, so any other questions? And one more thing I'm recently seeing is wearable devices. Okay, so already smartwatches everyone started wearing, and a lot of health-related monitoring devices in hospitals also started using. So the material science will be useful because, as I said, uh, that new kind of materials they're like helping the gadgets to stick with our body, inside our body or outside our body, okay? Even for various devices are getting implanted. And new kind of that brain computer interfaces, that electrodes play major role, okay? uh, so again, it's not only technological questions, but again, ethical things are there about brain computer interfaces, okay? But in case of diseases, curing the diseases or managing the patients with some kind of brain diseases, in that case, that brain computer interfaces will be useful. I have uploaded various videos related to that stuff. And some they can control or type something with their mind power, okay? And they are able to operate their exoskeleton devices with the mind power. I mean, just by thinking that. So whenever they think about moving their hand, okay, that electrodes will pick up that signal, okay, and it will process that, and it will again give the electric signal for controlling the exoskeleton hands or legs, okay? So that kind of stuff already there, but they are not that much effective or not that much fast or quick, okay, or convenient, but it will be getting improved, okay? But as I said, any kind of technologies focusing only for disabled people, they will be like growing slowly only because the target audience number is less, right? But if the same technology is used for the common people, then that growth rate will be more. In that case, it will be useful for everyone. In the coming days, even the common persons may be using some kind of brain computer interfaces to improve their efficiency, something similar to I explained about using additional uh, robot fingers, right? Similarly, they will be able to use additional brain power or something with the help of computer brain computer interfaces, BCI. Okay, So some people are saying that it can be used for downloading our brain and again uploading with some modification. I don't know the probability of doing that kind of stuff in the coming days. Okay, but theoretically it is possible if the things are going on. And materials like memory stress, they're they can act as a memory, right? And so it's like, as I said, neuromorphic computer, it's like trying to reproduce um, our brain, right? Our brain neurons that can be used as both as memory as a functional thing, right? So in case of computers, right now we have CPU and memory separately. Okay, so we need to have communication between CPU and memory and resource allocation, lot of stuff there. If the same thing is working as memory and CPU, then that performance will be different. That is the core thing of that brain. Okay, so it's okay. Let us continue talking about it in the coming live sessions. And if you are new to the channel, just go through my uh, playlist of technology news and solar power, graph in CRISPR, gene editing, robotics, and drones. I have arranged the videos in various playlists. Okay, so just go through them. And I recently published a blog post listing very interesting innovations. You can check in my blog post, blog.qualitypointtech.com. Okay, thanks. Bye.